of the most incredible memories I think probably that I'll take with me for the rest of my life is looking across a room where possibly half of these boys in this room are, if not completely fatherless, they have no father at home that's given them any example at all. And then having a picture of these guys with their hands lifted high and crying out, Heavenly Father. That's a memory for me that sticks and honestly will push me tomorrow morning to get up and go after it again.
I got the privilege of getting to go to captain's camp this summer, and I watched these kids that may never ever have stepped into a church building in their life. They get to do team building exercises with their peers, and they just were explosive in who they were and how excited they were about being there. And then they get to bring that back to their school. They get to bring that back to their teams.
One of the girls from my camp last year expressed that she's getting baptized today. And these girls got to see that this camp brings life change. And it's not just a camp, it's a time to like reconnect with the Lord or meet the Lord for the first time. And it's just cool to see and how it plays out and that they know that they're not alone anymore.
We had a chapel last night and he had offered an invitation to come down to the altar. And we had 3 guys get saved, and that's just one of the coolest things I think could have ever happened. But on top of that, we had a guy go down to the altar, and the whole team just went down, kneeled next to him, and it was just one of the most powerful things. And I mean, big games fade away, big plays fade away, but like, we had 3 people get saved, and the brothership that we're gonna bond is just gonna push us to be great.
And when that is on the court or the field, the rest of the crowd, they see it. They see Christ in them, they see them working together, and there's a power behind that to where the other kids in the school, they go, I want that. I want to be a part of that.
One of the main ways that we use our funds is through sending kids to FCA camp.
When you give to FCA and donate your time and your energy and your money, these kids have the opportunity to go to camp for sometimes nothing and sometimes very minimal.
FCA is 100% fully funded by local giving. So when someone gives to FCA, they are literally partnering with God and making sure that this ministry exists.
And it stays local, whether that's supporting staff, whether it's supporting kids going to camps, or even to sponsor a team in a community league sometimes. All of that money stays in northern Middle Tennessee. FCA actually has the highest rating that a charitable organization can receive for how they handle their funds.
Our vision here locally is to see a male and a female staff in each geographical location.
We have a lot of ground to cover, and so we tried to break our area up into 4 subdivisions so that we could have one person covering 10 to 12 schools. Our goal is to get 2 people to cover those 10 to 12 schools, preferably 1 male and 1 female.
By having a male and a female rep, it allows us to minister to both the female teams as well as the male teams.
Obviously, you know, that takes finances. Every dollar that somebody donates to FCA will be a part of making that happen.
When you give to FCA, you allow us to go into the middle schools and to go into the high schools and minister to these athletes and coaches.
One of the main ways that I see God working through FCA is it being one of the only legal ministries left in our schools today.
Right now, FCA can walk into any of our public schools, go into any locker room, and have the opportunity to share the gospel. Our campus ministry is priceless.
It's the only one in this area that is able to minister to our coaches and our athletes and the potential to minister to every other student on campus because athletes are the influencers on their campuses.
Being a supporter of Northern Middle Tennessee FCA allows you to partner with us in what God is doing in the lives of these local coaches and these local athletes. It allows us to go deeper on a one-on-one basis with these guys. It allows us to pour into them and disciple them on a one-on-one basis. You are a big part of our ministry. The donor is key for us. You make it possible for us to be the missionaries on the front line in our schools.